OC News Governor Jerry Brown is making progress on immigration laws here in California. We'll have the latest. High temps and Santa Ana winds fueled a wildfire burning on the Camp Pendleton base. Firefighters have the upper hand.
Italians love good food and plenty of wine, and our very own foodie, Sade Vallone, goes out and experiences real Italian culture. OC News starts right now.
Hello and welcome to OC News. I'm Morgan Lindsay.
And I'm Kaylee Krish. OC News is brought to you by the broadcast journalism students at Cal State Fullerton.
Governor Jerry Brown signed a package of immigration bills on Saturday. The legislation includes a bill that stops the current law enforcement practice of detaining people for deportation if they are arrested for minor crime. The new bill only allows state and local police to detain immigrants if they are arrested for or convicted of a felony. The package also included a bill that allows lawyers to be admitted to California even if they're not in the U.S. legally. This overturns previous legislation that didn't allow undocumented immigrants to hold professional licenses.
The evacuation orders for Camp Pendleton have been lifted after firefighters gained control of a wildfire that broke out on Saturday. The blaze has burned nearly 4 miles of brush near the Marine Corps base and was held by hot Santa Ana winds over the weekend. The fire was 20% contained by late Sunday, and officials expect it to be out by Tuesday. In other news, the weekend weather was perfect for outdoor activities. The Elephant Parade is the world's largest open-air exhibition in Dana Point. Here's Brett Shore with more.
After traveling to London, Singapore, Milan, and Amsterdam, the Elephant Parade stops here in Dana Point, the whale-watching capital of the world. Now the city features 2 of the biggest mammals, whales and elephants. And this is the first stop in the United States for the Elephant Parade. A powerful mix of art, business, and charity, the Elephant Parade is an enterprise focused on preserving a future for the Asian elephant, which is now threatened with extinction. The Elephant Parade organizes large public art shows featuring colorfully decorated, life-size baby elephant sculptures created by local and international artists. Around local resorts and beaches, the elephants are on display for free. The elephants are then auctioned to raise funds for the Asian Elephant Foundation, supporting various conservation programs. The Elephant Parade all started with one baby elephant named Moshe.
Yeah, this is Moshe. Moshe stepped on a landmine in the Far East, and some nice people from the Netherlands took over Moshe's problem and had a prosthesis made for her, and the rest is history.
My favourite elephant is Moshe, I think he's called, and he's got the cast on his leg, and he looked quite sad, but he was cute.
The elephant.
At this time of the year, it's Oktoberfest that's on all of our minds. But over the weekend, Laguna Niguel celebrated Italian heritage. Here's Sade Vallone with the details.
It's October, and that means it's all about orange and black. But in Laguna Niguel's La Dolce Vita Italian Festival, it's all about green, white, and red, because we're celebrating Italian heritage. Opera singers, a Vespa fashion show, an espresso cart with an Italian barista, gelato, and a pizza truck with a wood-burning oven, as well as a game of bocce ball. This 2-day festival obviously had it all. Organized by the Laguna Niguel Lions Club and the Saddleback Valley Lodge Sons of Italy, this is the 3rd annual La Dolce Vita Festival.
The organizers worked for a year beforehand setting it up and having meetings, and then the first festival was very successful, I think.
But it definitely takes a unique cast of characters to put on this event. You have a very infectious smile. I can see why you're called Smiling Jack.
Thank you, darling.
He told me that the accordion he was playing that day was brand new, straight from Italy. The musician, who has been playing the accordion for 38 years, has participated in the city's festival since the beginning. Another event available to guests was traditional grape stomping, and city volunteer Kanich gave me a little demo.
This is how they tuck the skirt, really. Back, and get up to the front, and tuck it in, so that when you get in the vat, hey, yeah, hold your hand. Your spirit is not in the way. And then you stomp.
Then I had to take a turn, naturally.
See?
Ooh.
Okay, now the tradition.
Okay, yeah.
The tradition is hands on hips, so put him with one hand and stomp.
Other festival events that weekend included spaghetti eating contests, pizza dough throwing contests, chalk art, and because it's an Italian festival, plenty of food.
And the food was very good. And we had a lot of fun today.
It's been a fun-filled day at the La Dolce Vita Italian Festival. I've had my pizza and gelato, but the festivities are continuing into the evening. Ciao!
When we come back, we'll give you the full scoop on Titan sports, and those boys in blue are back at it on the mound.
It's in the way we work and the way we compete. It's in the way we reach out and why we dream. Titan pride is at the heart of who we are.
Whether it's on the field or on stage, in the classroom or in the boardroom, Titans reach higher.
After over 1,000 finalists, we're finally have our 7 representatives for the 2014 tournament of those royal courts. The 7 young ladies will be making over 100 public events to promote the parade alongside the Los Angeles Dodgers' Voice Vincelli. The Rose Queen will be announced on October 24th, so stay tuned.
The Titans had a challenging 2-game series this weekend. Our volleyball team had 2 conference games against the UC Davis Aggies and Cal State Northridge Matadors. The Titans outlasted the USC Davis Aggies in a 5-set match this past Friday at Titan Gym. The Titans set the tone of the first set, winning 25-16. Both teams came out strong and with intensity and effort dives. The Titans also dominated the second set with 25-11. It seemed like the match would have been over, but the Aggies came back to upset the Titans in the third set, tying it 24-24 and then clinching the set 27-25. UC Davis continued to put up a fight as they upset the Titans once again in the fourth set, 25-21, evening up the sets 2-2.
The Titans played into their second conference game against the Matadors, where they got swept in a 3-set match and at the Titan Gym this past Saturday. Having their momentum from Friday with their victory over the Aggies, the Titans couldn't hang on in this match as the Matadors took the first set 25-23. In the second match, the Titans lost complete focus as the Matadors dominated the round 25-10. The third round came to a close match with 26-24, but the Titans couldn't hang on. With the loss of the Titan record dropped 8-7 and 1-2 in the conference. They hope to redeem their loss in next week's matchup to UC Riverside, who has an overall record of 1-14.
Let's go to In the Zone with Shay Ross as she tells us about the Dodgers and the remaining undefeated teams in the NFL.
Thank you, Morgan. Dodgers showed up and showed out against the Atlanta Braves on Sunday night in a 13-6 rout in Game 3, in defeating the Braves 13-6 to take a 2-1 lead in the best-of-5 National League Division Series. The Dodgers offered a reminder that their offensive game is powerful and can get through anything. The Dodgers finished with 14 hits, including home runs by Carl Crawford and Juan Uribe. The team's run total matched a franchise postseason record, which was set in the second game of the 1956 World Series. And also, the NFL was shaken up with this weekend's shocking upsets and teams that still remain on top. The top story is how close the Dallas Cowboys got to upsetting the Denver Broncos. Unfortunately, that Peyton Manning really knows how to shine, bringing his team to upset the Cowboys 51-48. In the last 2 minutes of the game, with the score being tied 48-48, Tony Romo threw an interception to help Manning use the rest of the clock to get his team to the 1-yard line for a field goal at the last minute. Such an upset. The Denver Broncos remain undefeated, bringing their record to 5-0. The Oakland Raiders defeat the San Diego Chargers 27-17 with Raiders quarterback Terrell Pryor leading them to victory. An anticipating game between the Chargers and Raiders took all by surprise when the Raiders led the Chargers 17-0 at halftime. The Chargers tried to get into rhythm, scoring 2 touchdowns and a field goal, but couldn't quite hold on as the Raiders outscored them. This is the second win for the Raiders. The Indianapolis Colts were also involved in another huge game Sunday, taking away the undefeated title from the Seattle Seahawks, 34-28. And the other undefeated teams still remain, including Kansas City as they beat the Tennessee Titans 26-17 and the New Orleans Saints as they are 5-0. They took out the Chicago Bears in a 26-18 victory. Only 3 remaining undefeated teams left. We'll see who falls and who conquers next week. Back to you guys in the studio.
Come back after a 2-year delay, the government finally releases the new $100 bill.
That and more on everything you want to know about Halloween this year.
Honey, the credit fairy doesn't exist.
What?
It's make-believe. Nobody left anything under your pillow.
If there's no credit fairy, then we'll make our credit score go up.
We will. By doing things like paying our bills on time.
There's no magic to improving your credit, but there's help, and it's free. Go to creditfairy.org.
Watching TitanTV.
After a 2-year printing delay, we finally have the newest $100 bill design, and it was released for circulation today. Creasing of the paper during printing caused circulation of the bill to be pushed back from February 2011 until today. The newest bill has added security features that make the bill harder to counterfeit.
As the 100-year anniversary came and gone Monday for Henry Ford's invention of the assembly line, the company is still not satisfied with where it is at. Henry Ford's core principles of quality, parts, workflow, division of labor, and efficiency still exist in the company today. Ford plans to make big changes with the 4-year goal of each of its factories being able to produce 4 different models to match the demand by location. Also, they plan to reduce the number of platforms used during assembly to increase efficiency and flexibility.
Fullerton looks like it's finally cooling off for the fall season. Today's high of 75 degrees won't last too long when it dips to 66 degrees with a small chance for rain on Wednesday. From there, it's all sunny skies and typical Southern California weather throughout the weekend. Not too hot, but not too cold. We have a high of 70 degrees on Thursday, 75 on Friday, and finishing your 5-day forecast with a 79 degrees on Saturday.
And as we gear up for a season of ghouls and goodies, we have the latest on how to make your harvest and Halloween festivities that much more memorable.
That's right. It's officially October, which means that we will soon be greeted with pumpkin products, candy binges, and perhaps the living dead. Sound nutty? Well, let our top 3 local Halloween event picks put my Beyond the Grave references into perspective. Here are the events for October that have been extra spice, a little more jazz, and perhaps a bit more chill to the air. Our most unique local find is definitely not for the faint of heart. Did you know that Fullerton is one of the most haunted cities around? Well, according to the annual haunted walking tours coordinated by our city's museum, it definitely is the case. If you are bold enough to find out the truth and are interested in an upgrade from an unusual Hollywood fair, tours will be held from now all the way up until November 7th, running Wednesdays and Thursdays. You'll find out what businesses have pots and pans flying around after hours, what famous deceased Fullerton makes the appearance now and then, and most of all, enjoy some of Fullerton's history. The website notes that ghost hunters should be prepared to walk approximately 1.5 miles, lasting about 2.5 hours, and participants should wear comfortable walking shoes and bring a sense of humor with them. The cost is $15 for museum members and $18 for the general public. For just under $20, I'd say that is definitely getting your scares worth.
Our number 2 pick is for those who'd rather cozy up next to their honey or huddle with friends in the safety of a theater. This event also will satisfy your favorite thespians. Do I have you in suspense? Well, the classic film Now Turn Play, Night of the Living Dead, will be showing from September 27th to November 16th at the Maverick Theater in Fullerton, bringing the cult classic Halloween bone-chilling terror onto the big stage. Wrapping things up, our 3rd pick and last pick is a little outside of the city, but something that the whole family can engage in. Some traditional pumpkin hunting at Tanaka Farms in Irvine. The family farm has everything from wagon rides, a petting zoo, to you pick vegetables and you pick pumpkins. And if you're all about going green, you'll love this detail. Their produce is all organic. On the weekends, you can enjoy food, games, and their famous pumpkin cannon. Best thing of all, the Tanaka Pumpkin Patch is open 7 days. I hope everyone is planning for an exciting and most of all safe season of treats and tricks. Stay tuned for more events and community fun here on OC News. That is going to do it for us here at OC News. I'm Morgan Lindsay.
And I'm Kaylee Krish. We'll see you on the next edition of OC News.
Hi, how are you doing today?
What looks good?
Our special today is shrimp scampi. It's been sitting around for about a week.
Excuse me, what time are you guys leaving?